Happy Sunday to all. It's your boy Crypto Millie back with another crypto update. Now, it's been absolutely nothing to talk about in cryptocurrency besides a little pumps here and there in the CCM market, which is the streamer coins, and then Aster, which is CZ's new toy, right? I don't know if it's a CZ project, but he's been bull posting about it. So that's where most of the liquidity has been going. The attention has been on this Aster project, which is like a hyper liquid competitor, and then streamer coins, right? It's literally nothing else going in crypto. I guess you can say potentially Doge. Chances of having an ETF is rising. I believe Solana has some unlocks coming maybe, but outside of that, there's absolutely nothing going on in the cryptocurrency space, which forces us to focus more on what's going on in the macro. So there is a huge Korean blockchain event that is this week, but I think for the most part we're going to be paying attention to the total 3 and the Bitcoin price, right? So total actually still looks strong, still above this orange line on the ultimate RSI, doing well, and still technically in price discovery. I think the issue here is the weakness that we're seeing from Bitcoin, which is causing a lot of the altcoins to they're causing a lot of these altcoins to bleed out, right? As long and I told you guys, as long as Bitcoin stays below this orange line, and it looks like we got rejected, we're going to get rejected going to Sunday. In my opinion, this is not bullish. This is actually short-term bearish. Again, we have to get above this orange line based on our indicators and historical information for Bitcoin to really be back bullish. And as long as we're below this orange line, the 30% drop is still in play, right? And you got to put into the factor that normally September is a very bearish month, right? But it's been low-key bullish. We really need September to close out in more of a correction, because then, in my opinion, we can have a bullish October, what they call Uptober. It's so crazy how fast the year has went, chat. I mean, last time we were talking about October was around the time we were expecting Trump to become president, and it just seems like that was yesterday. I still feel the effects from Trump becoming president, and the buy the news, sell the news event with the president inauguration. And now we're back into October again, and potentially back into Q4, where Q4 last year was absolutely explosive. So we can only hope that we have an explosive Q4, which matches seasonality, right? There was a clown in the comments that was speaking on the comment that I made on the Arthur Hayes statement, where he said that the market could be delayed until May 2026, and we could potentially get a chairman that's pro-Trump, right? Wants to do with align with the president. Right now, you know, a lot of people, it's like, oh, I don't really feel like waiting. And I'm not saying that's going to happen. I just thought that it was an interesting take. That's not my take. I just thought it was an interesting take. So with that being said, this market right now is lacking a catalyst, right? It's lacking a catalyst. The Fed cuts is not going to do it. Global M2 is one of the catalysts that I think that maybe is not priced in, because Bitcoin continues to go high against that. But I think the ultimate catalyst would be the Fed hinting at the possible end of QT, right? Because even though they did a Fed cut, they still said that they will be continuing to remove liquidity, right? Shrinking the balance sheet, shrinking the Fed balance sheet. And until they fix that, it's hard for me to see a natural altcoin season. We will see rallies, we will see narratives, we will see niches pop off like we see from the CCM, but that's cooled off, right? Because nothing has sustainability in QT, in my opinion. Nothing that we have seen that has pumped has been sustainable since we've been in quantitative tightening. So I don't want to I know I kind of like put the pump launch on the back burner, because I want to launch in a euphoric market. I was expecting to see more green, more euphoria, but that's okay. And like I said, I'm in no rush, right? Unless they like change the because all of the BS that's going over there. They changed like things with how it is because so many people like to complain, right? But at the end of the day, just based off experience from what I've noticed, the projects that have the most success are the ones that launch during euphoria. That doesn't mean you have to launch during altcoin season, but when you launch during euphoria and everybody's buying stuff, they are more, they feel a little more better about buying a new launch. When everything's red and it's doom and gloom, it's like, these other creator coins been getting smacked. I don't know if I want to touch that. So we're waiting for a more bullish market, right? And I will continue to take notes. I will continue to be a sponge and draw as much information to make sure that we put out a winning product. So again, nothing really to talk about in crypto, guys. There's nothing really to talk about besides Aster and the CCM coins. Really nothing is going on. So y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Are you bullish? Are you bearish? Do you think this is the top, or is this a correction headed into a major leg? I think it's a correction headed into a major leg, but not concerned at all. Not concerned at all. Absolutely have been doing absolutely nothing. That's why you haven't seen me recording, because I haven't been really trading or doing anything. Just kind of like monitoring the market, monitoring the macro, and making sure that I'm properly prepared for any type of direction, whether that's up, down, choppiness, correction, whatever. So guys, let me know what y'all think about the current market. I will catch you in the next one. And this is in my opinion, this is good. And I know a lot of people don't want to hear that, but whenever you get a dump and correction during the weekend, it's actually has a better chance of being bullish the next week, right? We're kind of like shaking out people and getting prepared for the next week, right? But we'll find out on Monday more information on where this market wants to head and how this market wants to price in the data of potentially 2 Fed cuts going into 2026. So I mean that could be bullish. Maybe that'll be enough to have an altcoin season without QT, but I don't know, and I don't want to say it is, because from what we've seen, these cuts are just not enough. I think Trump kind of agrees that the Fed just needs to stop shrinking the balance sheet. And that's when, like I said, it's like they're taking water out of the pool, and the pool is just shrinking. What they need to be doing is adding water to the pool. Anyway, let me know what you think. It's your boy Crypto Millie. I'll see you guys in the next one.